माँ ओं आनंदमयी चैतन्यमयी सत्यमयी परमे ओं नमो भगवते श्री अरविंदाय नमः. With intense gratitude, we bow down before Lord Sri Aurobindo and the Divine Mother for giving us this great and beautiful opportunity to participate in Mother's work. With due respect and best wishes, I welcome all the guests who came far from many places of India. महाप्रभु चरण में अशेष आंतरिक कृतज्ञतार सहित आज पाठचक्र को आरंभ करवा. मोर समस्त मातृभूमि अपा भाई मान को मोर विनम्र प्रणाम. वंदे मातरम. प्रभुंकर दुईटी बाणी सहित आज पाठचक्र को आरंभ करवा. सुप्रीम लॉर्ड, टीच अस टू बी साइलेंट so that in silence we may receive thy force and understand thy will. परम प्रभु, नीरव हेबा लगी आमको शिक्षा दियो, जद्वारा नीरवतारे आमे तुमर शक्ति ग्रहण करि पारिबो एवं तुमर इच्छा को बुझी पारिबो. In peace and silence the eternal manifest. नीरवता एवं शांति मध्य रे भगवान कर आविर्भाव हुए. एति सहित आजिर यही अधिवेशन को आरंभ करने को प्रथमे आज सम्मान्य डॉक्टर श्यामा कानूनगो आमर समस्तंकर माई तांकर टॉपिक टी अच्छी दशकर्म धारा. मो माई को अनुरोध करछि तांकर आलोचना रखिया पे.
So, I'll speak in English for benefit of non-Odia guests. What is Dasakarma Dhara? Babaji had written a book called Atimanasa Divya Karma. Actually, the content of that book is how the supramental force will act directly in society, in the amongst the society, in the society in different spheres. How the supramental action force will act in the sphere of technology, in the sphere of commerce, in the sphere of household life, in the sphere of different professions. So that that is the core content of that book. So actually, when Babaji left his body, there was a Pranamda took up that work for the next 10 years, from 98 to 2008. And during that time, Pranamda received all requests for, offering our prayer to the mother through Navajyoti or even directly. Whatever work was done, he used to place it before the mother, just like Babaji did. And but here in Odisha, was organized a All Odisha Sri Aurobindo Study Circle Committee, and which means everything is part of the committee's work. And there is no head of this committee. There are only conveners. And some are state level conveners, some are district level conveners, some are block level conveners, that way. And then this committee, taking up Babaji Maharaj's message on this, on his book, developed 10 doors to enter into the society. And in fact, when Tripathy started the educational movement, he said that before him were shown 4 doors, and he asked which door should I enter. And he got an inspiration that he should enter through education. So the Sri Aurobindo Unit of Educational Research, which is now termed in that term, but it was through educational movement, formation of Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Centers was started after the study circle movement. So first movement was study circle. That means collectively or individually, we have to read Mother and Sri Aurobindo's books, and those rendered into simple Odia by Babaji Maharaj was called Loko Sahitya. So these were read throughout the length and breadth of the state, and there were organizers, Sangathakas, who tried to encourage people to start study circles. So that was the study circle movement, which is the base of all the other karmadharas, and that itself is a karmadhara. It has general study circles, and this Mahila Patachakra is a very dynamic and vibrant component of this study circle movement. And we have youth wings also. And then another wing was Army of Light. Army of Light is those who will give themselves up totally to give for mother's work. So, and you can see all the volunteers here, they are members of Army of Light. Those who have worn those vests, they are the Mother's Army of Light. Then we had Sri Aurobindo Unit of Educational Research, third door. Then we have Sri Aurobindo Medical Association. Then we have Sri Aurobindo's Engineering and Technical Group. Then we have Sri Aurobindo's Sahitya Parishad. Then we have Sri Aurobindo Kala Parishad for Visual and Performing Arts. Then we have Sri Aurobindo Agriculture Unit. Then we have Sri Aurobindo Legal Unit. And finally, actually Legal Unit came last. There was commerce under Sri Aurobindo's guidance. That means in the commercial field, how we can organize our activities so that all our centers will be centers. So guidance to help all our centers. That's the big, and that's the idea. Actually, commerce under Sri Aurobindo's guidance was mother's name for what Udar had come for. Mother had sent Udar to Odisha to see why Odisha. She had special love for Odia people, but she wondered why they are so poor. So Udar came, stayed here for almost 2 years, I think. And he tried to go to the government, and then he built low-cost houses, and he wanted to find out in which way this commercial wing could be set up so that Odisha's economy would improve and the condition of our centers would improve. But then he went back, and I had asked him, why did you come back? You know what he answered? He said, your ministers want that people should remain poor. So he couldn't tap anything at the administrative level. But then we should wake up. Why are we poor? Because laziness and inertia is one reason. But then this is all about the 10 karmadharas, and it is just a channel, a door to enter into the society with Mother and Sri Aurobindo's consciousness. So all these dharas, this is the basic plan in Odisha, to enter into society through different modes. Entering means carrying Mother and Sri Aurobindo within, and trying to make it as a channel of their consciousness and force to enter into society. So this is about 10 karmadharas. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shyama Kanungo. सम्मान्य बाबुली को मोर आंतरिक प्रणाम। भाईंकर आज टॉपिक अच्छे नीड फॉर श्री अरविंद इंटीग्रल एजुकेशन सेंटर ओडिशा एक्सपीरियंस। श्री अरविंद पूर्णांग शिक्षा केंद्र आवश्यकता ओडिशा रे अनुभूति। भाई टॉपिक रे बेसी किछि ଭଲ ବୋଧେ ଆଉ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ କୌଣସି କିଏ କହିପାରିବେ ନାହିଁ ଭାବୁଛି, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଭାଇଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି ତାଙ୍କର ଆଲୋଚନା ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ। ନ୍ୟୁ ଲାଇଫ୍ ଏଜୁକେସନର ସେକ୍ରେଟାରୀ ଭାଇଙ୍କ।
My dear sisters and brothers of Odisha and other parts of India. In the morning, I came with some complaints from listeners that it is not audible to the people sitting there. Maybe some sort of echo problem in the mic. I request the persons in charge of mic kindly look to it. If there is echo, kindly close all the echoes, make it plain. Yeah. Audible, ଶୁଣା ଯାଉଛି ଏବେ? ଶୁଣା ଯାଉଛି କି? ଠିକ ଅଛି, okay, thank you. Subject is need for Aurobindo Integral Education Center. What's the need of Aurobindo Integral Education Center? Friends, that is a misconception. Rather, we think it otherwise. Since there is a word education, there must be some sort of school, college, textbook, books, syllabus, education department, ministry, and also side by side strike, teacher strike, demands. This is what we mean by education. But integral education is entirely different from all this. When in Odisha we started Aurobindo study circles, our only aim was to make the people, make Aurobindo's idea, Aurobindo mother's idea, reach the people. And the study circles were the mediums. And that's the reason we know. The reason is no other idea can solve the problem of world except what Mother and Aurobindo has given. Total humanity is under a burden. Total humanity is suffering. And when we think of solution to the problems of humanity, only Mother and Aurobindo came. So, in order that this idea should reach more people, then Aurobindo study circles, where we started Aurobindo circles, naturally people started knowing it, and the study circles gradually increased. From one study circle, it became 10, became more. But still then it was not enough. Because few people, 5-10 people, they came once a week for 1 hour, they sit and read, and they go back, again come after 7 days. So it's not a way of life. So integral education is to make the total society aware about the ideas, the philosophy of Mother and Aurobindo. We started schools because we will be reaching to many people side by side. There will be teachers, there will be parents, there will be other people also who are connected with the schools. And we can check, we can tell them what Mother and Aurobindo has said. And by the by, if we go to a little more details, we can say integral education is never a system of education as we really believe in it. It's never a system of education. Integral education is a way of life. It's a way of life. How do we consider it? Now, education is through mind, through reasonings, through ideas, so many things. Now education depends on that. But this is only half of the truth. The total truth we have not seen. We really never depend, or we never can really get a solution from the human being as he is now. The solution is in a new human, new being, new person, new personality. And that Aurobindo said, it's Superman. The purpose of education, integral education, is simply to make the man God. To make the man God. When we consider, is it possible? Is it possible? We really feel that if it is not possible, what for Mother and Aurobindo has come to earth? It will change the total society, total, it is everything. That way, topsy-turvy, what they have said, it's total up and down. What human being is today, that will just change to another, something different being. You see, we are now running with our three consciousness. One is physical, vital, and mental. These three consciousnesses are active in us. Now all these three are full of illusions. Full of illusions. We are not clear about many things in our physical, vital, and mental. In Sanskrit, it is said, Sha Shiksha Ja Vimuktaye. We know it. Sha Shiksha Ja Vimuktaye. That means education liberates us. Education liberates us. We are so many educated people sitting here and elsewhere, all over the world. Is there any single person who is really liberated? Is there any single person? There is no end to education. So many things we have achieved in our life through education. Do we really believe that we are liberated? Full of vices, full of negative thoughts, full of negative ideas, and we are not able to go beyond it. And integral education is to open a next phase. It will open a next phase. It's not a solution to the present system of education. It's not an alternate education to correct the system, the pattern, whatever the government is doing and other things. But it is a totally, entirely new system that the entire humanity will be changed to another person. Man will be changed to another person, that is Superman. Friends, undoubtedly, this is not a very easy task. As we believe in our present system, government said will change the entire schooling pattern. There will be smart classes. The buildings will be restructured, colored. There will be tiles, there will be gardens, there will be everything. But what about the attitude? What about the attitude? After giving all these things to the schools, and it is remodeling, big remodeled again, will the teachers not go to the road and make strike? Will not they demand? Because their way of thinking is not changed. Their attitude is not changed. Integral education never aims at solving in this way. This may solve some purpose of problem of the society. As government fills it all, as the people fills it, all the teachers even there satisfied with. But our system, our integral education way of thinking is something different. We don't believe in changing outwardly, changing our building, changing our... Even now also, the new education policy of Government of India has accepted Sri Aurobindo's idea of education. Accepting is not enough. We know accepting is not enough. Who is going to work it out? Who is going to work it out? The same people. Attitude is still unchanged attitude. The old ideas, old things, old demands, all those things in there. And how can they work out a totally new idea of Sri Aurobindo's education? So, we believe it's a change of life, a way of life, change of pattern. That is why we depend more on Sri Aurobindo study circle than this system, the syllabus, the course of study, the way of examination, the pattern of examination, the pattern of policies, all those things. We more depend on Sri Aurobindo study circle because that changes our consciousness. That touches our consciousness. That is a change of consciousness is a solution to the problem, and the integral education stands for that. Friends, in Odisha, we started first school in 1970, July 15th. Udarji from ashram came. Mrs. Nandini Tripathy, the then Chief Minister, who was present. Dr. Harikrishna Mahatab also present, the veteran political leader and a devotee of Mother. Tripathy from Pondicherry, he also came. The first school started in Bhubaneswar in July 1970, July 15, 1970. When the school started, the people those who were connected with the school, fortunately I was one among them, they have absolutely no idea what we are going to do in the future. No doubt we have reached figure 600, something around about 600. But you can't say that this is an achievement. No. By never. We can say that this is an achievement. We are running 600 Sri Aurobindo integral schools. Whoever is listening from outside Odisha, oh, so many schools. No, that's not an achievement. Maybe on the way, so many things we have to take up. We have taken up certain work through opening new integral schools, and 600 schools is not enough. When Madam Aparajita Shadang was Education Secretary, she told us, you go on increasing, make it 1,000, we will help you all. Because people accept it. People accept because the idea is all right. The children, their result, the society, these children, they are accepted by the society, the family. That's why everybody wants that to go on increasing the school. To increase schools, it's a number, is not a solution. neither an achievement nor a solution. But undoubtedly we have to go through that. The final is much ahead. We are not aiming at our goal through education. Goal is to change our consciousness. Education is a way, is a means. We are working in integral education because that is the way we have to go through that. But ultimate aim, ultimate goal is not education. It's a totally changed personality, a new personality. For that, our study circles are much more important than integral education. A mixed experience, the subject is given experience in Odisha. We can't say neither we have achieved a lot of things and will never say that we have failed. It's impossible. No, we have not failed. But on the way, we are trying. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Maharaj said, what will happen to you tomorrow, I have no idea. But we are not harassed, we are not depressed. We have never kept aim in our front that we will achieve so many things. But we are happy. We are happy that we are working for the purpose for which Mother and Aurobindo has come to earth. Thank you very much.